Hi, guys. I just wanted to send out some encouragement today to all of us who are in those first couple of weeks of homeschool and are facing the realization that all those well-laid plans that we had made over the summer looking ahead to this brand new school year are just not working. And it's okay. Trust me, I promise it's okay. It's okay when the plan that you had in your head does not work. We can start again, start fresh, and change things up. So, this is my 7th year doing this homeschool thing. And I still, every year, I make a plan, a schedule, a routine based on what worked last year, what we have, coming up this year. And it never fails. Within the first couple of days, I realize it's not going to work and I need to change and adapt. So here's the scoop. We are entering middle school, which is brand new territory for us, for me, for my daughter. And in my head, I needed her to be pretty independent this year. I've got 3 others that need my attention, so I'm thinking, wow, middle school. I can hand her schoolwork and she's just going to read to herself and work through the projects and it'll be great. Yeah, she wasn't ready for that. She needed a little more transition. So she was starting to be disruptive in our day. My usually well-behaved little mini me was getting into trouble and picking on her sisters. And I had to use that idea when, what is that phrase? I've seen it. It's instead of when you see a child who is attention seeking, that attention seeking behavior, we need to think of it as connection seeking. And that is really what it was. It's so true. She was trying to get my attention because she was feeling left out. So I had to change. I had to rethink how I was going to do our school day. And it wasn't easy. And there were some tears, mine mostly. And it took me crying to my husband. I had escaped down to his man cave and was sitting with him, venting about how horrible our days were going because I was struggling so much. And he, as usually happens when you're talking to somebody who's on the outside and can look in, had the most simple solution. He was just like, well, why don't you work with Olivia when the other girls go up for their nap time? Why didn't I think of that? Anyway, so long story short, I had to reevaluate. I had to let go of what I thought our days should be and actually work with what was in front of me. So we have a saying that we use a lot in our house, and it is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Because those two don't always go together. A lot of times, in order to find that happiness, to find that joy, or even just peace, we have to let go of what we thought was right. And I had to let go of the plan that I had thought was going to be right. And it's worth it. It really is. It's worth it to let go, to reevaluate, and to try something different, to meet the needs of your children in front of you, not the children that are in your head. The real live children that God gave you that have quirks and faults and everything else. So, all that to say, I encourage you this week that if something is not working, if you are struggling, if it's a fight or a struggle, to take a break, to take a breath, and see what needs might not be being met, what needs need to be reevaluated, and swallow your pride. Swallow your pride and do what needs to be done. And it's really that simple, sometimes the simplest solution, but it takes letting go. So, if that's you this week, if you need that person on the outside to look in and give you some suggestions, some ideas on something that you could try, let me know. I would love to be that person for you. Okay, have a good night. Bye, everybody.